did tell me I peaked in high school, so I got that going for me. But contrary to what you might be thinking, I do sell weed, so. What's up, Westchester?
Yeah.
I love it here. The arts, the culture, foods, all that shit. Ladies, right? Oh my god. I crashed, no wonder everyone's fucking car's dented. Holy shit. Man. Yeah, love it here. I gotta keep that on the down low. I got a new girlfriend. She couldn't make it. I got an escort by the hour tonight. Keep it short. Speaking of escorts, has anybody had an escort ever before, or a hooker, or any of that kind of thing? Don't lie. Yes, ladies do it too. It's like masturbation. Come on. Loosen up. All right. Nobody wants to admit the shit but my girl. We did this one together. So I'm a Westchester native. This is my hometown. I love it here. I love you people. Love the arts, man. This is the shit. This story goes back in the day. This is like before the internet and the whole nine. And I had a quarter-pound of Molly, which is ecstasy, mom and dad, and a quarter-pound of benzodiazepam powder, which is like Valium on steroids. So I'm out partying with my buddies, and this is like a long month. You know, I didn't realize that I could have gotten things, and I was never good at math. I could have gotten things in ounces, so I went with pounds instead. So I'm fucking faded out of the bars closed, the whole nine. On all this shit, my buddies are all in ditches, and so I end up my first place here in town in Westchester, college, right around that time. So I get leaving the bar. Remember they used to have the magazines at leaving the bar, and it told all the city shit and hookers in the back. So I call a hooker. I have no recollection. And so I don't remember if I had a menu, probably all this shit. So I did, and I go back to my place now. This is an old farmhouse outside of town, and I have to go, like there's that old couple that lives there in their 80s. I go up and down, I'm in like the slave quarters back in the day, fucking Underground Railroad and shit in there, and there's like 100-year-old dude below me. So I go up through the stairway and pass out on all this benzo shit. And I get woken up, and there's this dude, he must be their fucking pimp, dude. He looks like Mr. T. I got cracks all over the windows. Boom, boom, boom! Dogs are going fucking nuts. And there's this chick next to him, dude. Mount Fuji. It looked like Lizzo in a bikini with a fucking belly full linguine. And he's like, you owe me money, dude. I've never been to SeaWorld, but this is what Shamu looked like for real. Now, I'm fucking a dog, I'm a dude. So this is back in the day, I had a Sony Handycam set up in the corner of the room. Like my shirt over top of the light, so nobody could see that it was on already before I passed out. So in comes Mr. T, Shamu, the whole fucking nine, you know. I have to pay this dude $250. Back then it's like $2,500, you know. So, Lauren, this is all jokes. This is all make-believe, by the way. We're just bullshit.
I've never done anything.
So, now little 21-year-old me, I was a handsome 21-year-old Jess, you'd love me. So, fucking... So she's like, what? I'm all like naked. This chick's getting ready to like give me a hand job. I got like a huge boob. I'm like breathing under. And she's like, what's wrong? That's not what you expected. Don't leave on this one. Oh no. Lock the door. So she's like, what's wrong? So I was like, well, you're not quite what I expected, you know. And I'm all fucked up on all this shit. You want some drugs, but you're still not what I'm expecting. She goes, well, you ever with 2 girls at once? I said, no, why, what's up? She goes, how about an Asian? I was like, so this chick, now I'm checking 2 off the box, black and an Asian. Yes. I was like, but I'm not into the big girls, you know? She's like, you're gonna love it. 250 more, in comes fucking Mr. T, 250 more, all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom! I hear the fucking house rolling. I look outside because of all this rattling. They went to the wrong house when I was still asleep. I got my landlord, his wife, the old dude outside. Everybody's looking up there, you know, thinking I'm like, I know the wrong people fucking money. So now I'm 500 deep. Today's terms, like 5 million. So this fucking chick looked like she was in Glow, you know, Mount Fiji or Fuji, like this fucking, now I got a giant black woman, a giant Asian, and you know, I did have footage of all this. I kind of slept on it for a while. COVID and all happened, and I don't want to get into too many details if we got limited time, but it wasn't selling all that fucking drugs that got me all this money. It wasn't my Westchester arts education either. It was when I put this shit on OnlyFans. I did every box, dude. I did. Oh my God, yeah, I checked. I got anal, ebony, fucking Asian chicks with dicks, orgies, multiracial. Keep rolling in. I love it here, guys. Thank you so much, Westchester. This is awesome. This is the shit. Fucking awesome restaurant. You guys are getting really creative with the names. Pizza, steaks, ice cream. There's some big wholesome people there. The food's delicious. I noticed that a lot of people are on that new weight loss shop. What's it called? Crystal Method. It's huge out here. I'm from Philadelphia. My family never left the old neighborhood. They're in Kensington. So I left my cousin's house the other day, and I was driving, and I was at a stoplight, and I looked over, and I thought to myself, this is why it's called the city of brotherly love. You know, somebody must have dropped their contact lens or some shit because the whole neighborhood came out to help. It was breathtaking. Thank you all so much. Let's keep it going for our next comic. I got a really good friend here. Coming up next, it's Nick Barcelo.
Hey everybody, I am the Asian woman from Jeff's Story. You heard that correctly. My last name is Balsaro, which I know what you're thinking is a funny way to spell Chan, and you're right. It is a very funny way to spell Chan. It's actually the wrong way. So they tell you to dress for the job you want. So I went with unemployed hibachi chef. Which is great for my aspirations because no matter how good of a joke I write, Japanese egg roll wins every time, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit about myself. My name's Nick and I am Mongolian, and chances are, so are all of you. Genghis Khan is the undisputed champion of fuck, marry, kill, 800 years and counting. You know what that means? We're the superior race. Fuck you, Nazis. It's not blonde hair or blue eyes, it's insatiable lust and high cheekbones. That's the race. Did you know that 1 in 10 men are descendant from the great Khan's Y chromosome, which makes them the most successful genetic human being and the world's most disappointed dad? He also murdered a lot of people too. He murdered so many people, the Earth's atmosphere dropped 1 whole degree Celsius. Do you know how bad climate change would be right now if we didn't murder everyone? Genghis Khan, anti-human, pro-earth. Heard it here first. I know as a modern Mongolian that I can't match the Great Khan's numbers, but I am primarily concerned with two things: vape and pillage. Thank you. I follow the Mongolian golden rule, where I never ask a woman if she has come. I simply ask her if she thinks my ancestors are proud of me. It's hard to hear yes while you're choking someone, but I heard it, ladies. I heard it. I also had a Mongolian bar mitzvah, which involves dressing up in full warrior regalia and having relations with a woman during her menstrual cycle, because it's the only time I can have sex with that much blood and it not be a crime. I know what you're thinking, but that's not a rape joke, that's a period piece. Thank you. A lot of my Asian contemporaries say they have a hard time on Tinder or getting dates. I don't have that problem. I'm Mongolian. We're literally famous for fucking. I'm so good at fucking, I lost my virginity at 1200 AD, ladies and gentlemen. People ask, so I'm a feminist. My actual last name is Balso Roe v. Wade. They shortened it at Ellis Island, and I've come to term with it. But people are like, how do you reconcile being a feminist with your, cultural history? And I like to imagine that 800 years ago, I would be one of the people that would be like, okay, boys, that's enough. All right, I don't like that one, that's fine. I had you up until that one, that's fine. I was also raised Buddhist. Anyone else? Extremely popular religion. Dalai Lama, we did it. Buddhism. There we go. Buddhism's kind of like being raised Catholic because, one, I celebrate Christmas, and two, I don't know dick about my religion. Got a devout Catholics in the crowd, hell yeah. Buddhism's great as a modern millennial because the closer my bank account is to nothing, the happier I am. Buddhism's great because it's the one religion you failed at 27 other times. Everybody else, you die one and done, heaven or hell for all eternity. I die, some metaphysical force judges all my past, present, and future deeds, looks me up and down and says, sorry, buddy, you're gonna be Asian this time. You guys believe in karma? Quick karma lesson. If you were a compassionate, well-intended being in your past life, you are a white man right now. Congratulations. And if you're a white woman, you are almost good enough to be at the top of the Caucasus Mountains. Almost. I don't know what you did in that past life. You might have called a nun a cunt or said too many hard R's. But now you have second white supremacy and you have to let all the managers know about it. There's only two medals in white supremacy. There's gold for the men and silver for the ladies. There's no bronze medal because it's too dark. Alright, cool. I use that one to gauge how cool the white people are in the crowd. Because if you laugh, that's good. If someone says, that's right, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm in danger. Golden bronze and delicious? No, golden bronze, get the fuck out of Westchester, Not here, though, not here. You're all good people. I just want to take this moment to give a quick yes queen to Yoko Ono for breaking up the four most powerful white men at the time. That, as my mother would say, is the power of Asian pussy. To which I reply, Mom, please stop showing me your DMs. If I fucking see one more person call my mom a little China doll, I'm going to come. Just kidding. The relationship's not incestual, but I did give her diabetes when she was pregnant with me, so it's really Jewish, the relationship. If you get my drift. My mom's a nice lady, but growing up, people would ask if she was a tiger mom, which is a polite way of asking if an Asian person's mom is a huge cunt. I don't know any other culture you can go up and be like, hey, excuse me, is your mom a bitch? And get away with it. That's the only one. So they'll go up, and they used to tease me, and they'd be like, oh, Nick, does your mom talk like this? And I get to now be like, no, my mom's had 4 strokes. She talks more like this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, she's had 4 strokes. So after the 3rd stroke, the doctor said the 4th one was free. Just kidding. It's not free, it was half off. Like, her body is now half off. It's like one of those hole punch cards you get at a coffee shop, except the holes are in her brain. That's right, you can laugh at that. She does, but that's just a side effect of the thing. I actually had to go up to the doctors and ask why she keeps laughing like Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker at me. And they said, that's the Sudar Bulbar effect. To which I replied, did you just call my mom a starter Pokemon? And it's kind of crazy because I moved back home to Philadelphia, so it's like I returned to Pallet Town. My only Pokemon is Pseudo Bulbasaur. The only move she knows is confusion. And every day I wake up to find that it has hurt itself in its confusion. That was for like the 10 millennials in the back. I'm sorry, everybody else. I love her. She's very lucky she raised me Asian, otherwise she'd be in a home by now. There's that half of you have someone there right now. That's why that joke landed like that. Someone was like, right. And everybody else, guilty. I honor my mother. Don't know about you. How else am I going to see those juicy DMs? All right. You guys like impressions?
Hell yeah.
All right. Here's my impression of a Japanese samurai lawyer after his objection is overturned in court. But your honor! Thank you. This is a black scientist's lecture on matter. Solid. Thank you. Thank you. This is anti-Semitic share. Do you believe in the Holocaust? I can feel something inside me saying, I really don't think it happened, no. Thank you. I know. That's more Holocaust denying share, you're right. This is a reading lesson with Helen Keller. Good morning, Helen. Today's lesson is pterodactyl. Wait, there's a P in it? Yes, Helen, the P is silent. Wait, you're fucking with me, right? No, Helen, that's just a part of grammar. Okay, then what does one of these pterodactyls look like then? I'm sorry again, Helen, but no one has actually ever seen one before. I see you're being a bitch today. That's our lesson.